Hello everybody, this is Jasmina, and in this video I'm going to talk about how the punishments and destructions come about. Why are they paired the way they are? And so these are just a summary so that you can remember what it was like, just so that you have this. You can take a screenshot if you want, so that it will help you remember it, but I think I will show it clear enough. Now, these negative groups, um, they're not always negative, and that's why negative is in quotes. They can be seen by the pairing of the directional and the three harmony combination. You've got sets of each one of them have certain combinations, and if you order those combinations in the right order, everything from all the punishments, all the the self-punishment, the ungrateful punishment, the bullying punishment, and the uncivilized punishment all come out of this. And so do the destructions. So just like the six harms were found in the six harmony combination and clashes, that those two got together and that created this the six harms out of the six harmony. Now, this pattern between positive, of course, not always positive, but normally positive combos and negative punishments, harms, and destructions have a yin-yang relationship. That is, out of the good comes the bad, or out of the powerful comes the weak, and vice versa. That pervades most of Chinese philosophy. So this makes a lot of sense, and it made me understand why these things come together. There is still, of course, testing that they did to see how they all come together, but at least now it makes a lot more sense. Out of one thing comes the opposite, and it just keeps flowing into one another. So, if you take the directional and three harmony combos and you pair them with the self-punishment animals. And of course, you could pair them differently. You could have had rat, rat, and rabbit, rabbit, rather than the dragon and the pig. But from experience, they realized the dragon is a self-punishment, and the pig is a self-punishment, and the rat and the rabbit are not. But these other two are the cardinal animals. You could have had all of them, but that doesn't seem to bear up to reality. So this is why it's paired the way it is. Here we have a wood combo with a water, and here we have a water combo with a wood, but these are fire and these are metal. So this is just how they pair them up. And you can see this is where all the self-punishment comes out. It's right there. Now, there are no combos, earth combos, involving three branches. So we start with metal and start the growth cycle. This is how we're going to find out these other punishments. So this means that this metal combo, metal produces water. So these, and we're looking at the directional combos for this. And so this is how the first pairing happens. And then that leaves the other two have to pair this way. And it's, of course, this is wood produces fire. So we're still using the growth cycle. We just have to pair them in a certain way so that we can find the other formations. So if we are talking about one of those formations, in this case the bullying punishment, we need three animal signs. So between these two, which of these have just three animal signs between the two? Well, we have an ox here and an ox here. So that's how we get the ox, dog, and goat. And that is how the three element or the three animal sign bullying punishment is found. We can do the same thing for the ungrateful punishment. We have the tiger and the monkey and the tiger and the snake. So the tiger, monkey, and snake create the ungrateful punishment. And it comes in that pairing like I showed earlier. So this is how you know what to pair what to what. Now, the uncivilized punishment is one where we have the same set in two different ones. Again, water to wood in the directional combo. It is still in the growth cycle. And this is sort of like saying, okay, if you remember, the horse and the dragon were one pair, and the pig and the rooster is in the other pair. So they're coming from different places. So different perspectives, different countries, different cultures. So this is how you can get the uncivilized punishment with this idea that, you know, they people tend to be a bit rude. They may not really even realize that they're being rude because their culture, it's not rude to do certain things. I mean, we all know that you can insult people without meaning to when they're from a different country. Even hand gestures can mean two very different things in different countries. So this is one reason why you can say, okay, that makes sense to be an uncivilized punishment, because this is two different groups getting together. And there is no other set that appears twice like this. Now, this is where we find the destructions. So the goat and the dog is one set of destructions. The monkey and the snake is another. If you go from the goat to the dog, it's the third one after the goat. So you have the goat, then the next one is the monkey, rooster, then comes dog. So it's that third one. Here, if we start with the snake, then we have the horse, the goat, and then the monkey. So again, it's the third one from the start point. So that has the same relationship between these two. And these are the only two that are left that we haven't already combined. Now, if you use that same pattern of you have to skip ahead, this means that, I mean, theoretically, you could say, well, the rabbit and the rat, those are three apart. But we already have that as a combo. So you start with the rooster and go to the rat. And that means the rabbit goes to the horse. And the ox and the dragon are together, and the tiger and the pig are together. And they're all separated. It's 3 steps along. That's where you find the paired animal. So this creates all of the destructions. And so it's really, it just all falls out from basically from this being the 2 remaining ones. So it's actually has a really cool pattern to it. And I was a little surprised it was this consistent. So again, behind all this is the idea of yin and yang creating each other. So you've got these combinations that do all these kind of things, but they also create the punishments and destructions. And of course, the 6 harmony and the 6 harm, they also do it too. Now, out of the combo, and which is usually thought of yang, comes these punishments. And those are usually thought of as yin. So again, it's this nice yin-yang interaction. So these pairs aren't random. They are in sync with that very pervasive idea of yin and yang balance that's in Chinese philosophy. So this just makes me feel like that there is some real meaning here, and it actually does work. And it's because they haven't just paired up all, the cardinal ones. They actually know that it's the dragon and the pig when they're 2 pigs or 2 dragons in one chart. This is the same as the horse or the rooster in terms of the energy. So they really looked at reality to be able to find these pairings. So that's it. I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope this was informative. It doesn't give you any new help, but I just thought it's a good idea to understand where this all comes out of and why it is so firmly entrenched in BaZi, because because it's yin and yang. It just makes sense for someone who's steeped in Chinese philosophy. Thank you again.